Deacon Sakari, we back at it like a crack addict. They done let them bruise in the dough in this wicked industry to shine the light. They done let them bruise in the dough. Oh shit. They done let them bruise in the dough. They done let them bruise in the dough. They done let them bruise in the dough. We ain't going nowhere. Hebrews. They done let them bruise in the dough. They done let them bruise in the dough. Look, Joe Biden need the free dark. Lo, the hell is wrong with dude? No Alamolek, but I got perfect vision in the dark. I'm a lexicon, I'm a megalodon, all my verses ripping them apart. Mosaic law, what the church is missing, it's the worst religion from the start. In my soul, where the word is written, out that circumcision of the heart. I'm rocking my fringes, I'm in Seattle, rocking like Hendrix. No industry gimmicks, you rappers are finished, I'm kicking the door off the hinges. Throwing stones like you sinless till you get the business. You should have repented in a minute, this truth is endless, they loving the image. I know what happened to Kemet. I keep my pencil on point, no sharpener. Used to weigh pounds of troll, I lay down the flow like carpenters. She causing division in the sisterhood, I'm marking on. I'm preparing the way for the harvester, I'm a harbinger. Cops hop out, we bail on them. Leviticus, I like my fish with scales on them. Ask Chief Ephraim, he can vouch. We be putting in the work while you sitting on the couch. Camp haters quiet as a mouse. Y'all ready? Shout out to my brother Austin Trout. Just as a reminder, if there's doubt, I wear every single fringe, even when I'm in the house. Get all your truth music at deaconsakari.com. That's 9 albums. We even got a couple free for y'all. Support the cause, y'all. I see a lot of haters. I knew it would come with it. Rap game full of evil and sin, and I don't want none of it. They bite my style. They just want to take it and run with it. Sakari Varsity Online Academy, specializing in Hebrew apologetics. Come learn how to defend the gospel. Email sakariseattle@gmail.com. Limited registration. Sakari.
We are the children of the one Yahweh.
The chosen.
Ye are the chosen of the one Yahweh. And he has given his laws to us. Now everything belongs to us. We above all nations, all nations.
What?
Above all nations, all nations.
Yeah.
We are the chosen of the one Yahweh. Above all nations.
We finally back on. Children's Bibles with black and brown images. I know a lot of y'all been waiting. A lot of people on back order. We still got some though. Put your order in before it's too late. I'm gonna start having them regularly, Lord willing, but get it in. Let's go. Hit me up, DM. Even your head wrap, stay dipped, stay brewed dripping. All right, deaconsakari.com. All right, y'all, go to czyn.network. czyn.network. We done with Patreon. No more Patreon. czyn.network. You're going to get videos too hot for YouTube or early releases. So go sign up. Promo code Deacon Sakari. Promo code Deacon Sakari. Promo code Deacon Sakari. Not only do you get Deacon Sakari's content, you get Guerrilla Hebrew content, Hassad content, other camps putting their content on this platform. We need our own app, so sign up using promo code Deacon Sakari. czyn.network. It's our own app, our own platform. The white man can no longer subvert or hide or try to censor this truth. So sign up and get this heat. Promo code Deacon Sakari. Promo code Deacon Sakari. Promo code Deacon Sakari. CZYN. Praises. Get your commercial played here. Contact SakariSeattle@gmail.com. Introducing Super Thanks. YouTube has now added a feature where you can donate if you missed the live show by just clicking the heart button with the thanks on it. It'll be on every video. It'll highlight your comment to bring more attention to your statement. So if it's on your heart, super thanks. Shalom. Have you reached your marital ceiling? Are you experiencing irreconcilable differences, feeling alone with no Israelites near you? We are now offering individual and marriage counseling. We also offer family therapy, career counseling, and trauma therapy. Contact the Deacon Sakari at 442-341-1308. Shalom. Popping mollies and putting powder in your nostrils. We be in the trenches, needles under benches. We be giving them the gospel. I keep 12 Sakari members with me. We be moving like apostles. True. Some distance is dead traps, hair wraps, but you still a thought though. The church don't even know the truth. They can even tell you an Israelite. And the Arabs selling you all the switches and the malt liquor are the Ishmaelites. You can show a nigga slave ships in the Bible, still won't get it right. Until the time's out, then a nigga gotta find out what them missiles like. Mic check, mic check. Why in the world? Okay, there we go. That's good. Kind of my connection. Look at my connection. Let me take a look at this real quick. Let me take a look at this. You guys see this Sakari Varsity, this side. Sakari Varsity Online Academy, specializing in Hebrew apologetics. Why is my connection doing this? Is it bad or is it okay? Sakari Varsity Online Academy. First and foremost, y'all, let's give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. And we do so by Shema Mashiach Yahweh Shai. Asians outraged at Jay-Z's film Depicting Black Jesus. Hit that like button. The main channel got a strike. Deacon Destruction Mode. YouTube has given me a strike. So now for a week, I won't be able to upload on Deacon Destruction Mode. I will be here now for the next week. Somebody said Sam Shimon has lost his mind. What'd you see? What did you see? Sam Shimon Ben lost his mind. Sam Shimon Ben lost his mind. The Catholic apologist. So yeah, y'all, I'm over here. You can't super chat. You can't donate. But you can like and share the video. So all praises. God's word must still be taught. The sheep must still be fed. And so I got to do it, whether it's 600 people watching. Right now we got 61. They should probably get to 100 or 2 live for this. This isn't a new channel, but it's not an active channel. So we got to get this channel back cracking so we can have a backup channel. You definitely can hit the Cash App. You definitely can hit the Cash App, brother FM Blue. But again, what's more important than the Cash App is y'all liking and sharing the video so that we can get this channel back active for when they try to hate on Deacon Destruction Mode. Y'all see the title, Asians outraged at Jay-Z film depicting a black Jesus, a melanated Jesus, a negroid looking Jesus. Asians outraged. And it's not that they want Jesus to be Asian. It's not that they want him to be East Indian. It's not that they want him to be Mexican. It's not that they want him to be Polynesian. It's because they want him to be white. So now these egg rolls are mad and they want to make mockery and slander and belittle and make derogatory statements. But I get it because the doctrine of Christianity is a white supremacist cult that all nations who subscribe and adhere and join unto it become white supremacists. They have to have the worldview. Any non-white Christian has to have the worldview that God is white, Abraham was white, Jacob was white, the 12 tribes are white, the Jews today are white, Jesus was white. And so what does that say? And those are all God's chosen people. So if God's chosen people are white, and outside of the religion Christianity, white supremacy reigns supreme, even outside of religion, white supremacy reigns supreme in the earth. So all nations bow down to this white power structure. You add religion in there, and these nations will sell out their own people for the most evil people to ever exist. And that, my friend, is the troglodyte man. The troglodyte man. I can't understand how it's still not saying that I'm getting all my bars here. I'm trying to figure out why it's not more bars in more places. We're going to have to just move on. It's good, it's okay. But anyway, let's get into this. Fair use, fair use. This is going to be our thoughts and comments on this content. Fair use, fair use. This is going to be our thoughts and comments on this content. Let me know if the shit. So, you guys thought I was playing with these egg rolls, huh? Well, this is the name of the channel. This is the name of the channel. Project Egg Roll. That's the name of his channel, Project Egg Roll. And he's right. These are the egg rolls. They also can be known as AKA coin slots. Coin slots. Okay? Let's not be playing games here. Yah told us to follow him only. All religion, Christianity, white Jews, right? So look at the title of this video. Thank God it only has 138 views. Thank God. But do you guys want to know what my main channel got a strike for? You want to know why I can't go live on my main channel? Because I posted the video of Esau eating a live rat. Now, see, these coin slots, they eat whatever they want on live camera. It's just so crazy to me that you could do everything on live. You can have sex on live. You could do all kind of sexual immorality on live. You could eat whatever you want to eat on live. You can kill a nigga on live. You can say whatever you want to say on live, but when Deacon does it, they're just looking for a way to get me up out the picture. Sometimes I'll be surprised that they don't fly helicopters over my house and let Green Berets down off of a rope and they come in here and kill me. But thank the Most High for protection. Either way, like I said, the Most High's show must go on. Right now, we're going in on the egg rolls, but we are going to be getting some real edification and breakdowns on this channel until my other channel is unsuspended. All right. So let's play some of this, y'all. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Watch yourselves in the chat. Watch yourselves in the chat. Talk in code because they didn't give us any legislative bills or reparations, but these egg rolls are protected. You understand? Just like the small hats are protected. We're the only ones who are not protected. They are protected. So let's watch what we say. Fair use. Jesus Christ is black. Jay-Z backed incoming film rewrites Hebrew Israelite history for easy ESG money, right? So they're saying that the movie is giving Hebrew Israelites empowerment. Let's take a listen.
Great.
You guys might have seen on my main channel, I did a short on this video. I did a YouTube short and it did numbers. But really, I should have did a whole live stream on my main channel. They're lucky. These egg rolls are lucky that I didn't get a chance to do this on my main channel.
You know who Ava DuVernay is, right?
So
yeah, I've been seeing that name in the headlines. Okay. So Ava DuVernay.
This guy right here, with all due respect, he looks like AI. You can't tell me that he's got an AI. He got a real AI on here. This guy, let me just make it bigger. This guy looks like AI. Seriously.
Was the person that Brie Larson said, "A Wrinkle in Time wasn't made for you. It wasn't made for 40-year-old white dudes." All right. And that's sort of basically her.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think they might be Filipino. I don't know. He's not Filipino. I don't know, man.
Bashing on white men. I'm not saying I'm bashing on white men, but what I'm saying is, right? So basically, she made A Wrinkle in Time. And I'm going to be jumping between two articles. Okay. So this one comes also from Bounding the Comics.
So what they're doing is they're just going in on black people. They're just going in on black people. This is why you should be the R word. What do I mean by the R word? I mean, you should only be concerned with your own people. I'm not saying we should go around bombing other people. That's what white homicidal maniacs do. I'm saying we should be about our own people, love our own people, marry our own people, keep our economics within our own people, so on and so forth. And when I say our own people, I mean the so-called Blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's what I'm saying. Because they don't like all nations. That's why the Bible says all nations hate the Israelites, are angry with the Israelites, are mad at the Israelites. And all nations rejoiced when the Israelites were taken in slavery. Because we are God's chosen people. In Revelation 11, verse 8, and their dead bodies, in the Greek, this is talking about being spiritually dead. That's what happened when we were in captivity, when we were being occupied and subjugated to this day. Shall lie in the streets of the great city, that great city being America, which spiritually is called Sodom. We don't have to Guess what place is Sodom in the world today? In Egypt. Well, how's it Egypt? You can take a look at all the idolatrous symbols that America perpetuates in the same way that the Hebrew Israelites were in bondage in ancient Egypt. The Hebrew Israelites are in bondage in modern day Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Well, Deacon, how was Jesus Christ crucified here in America? Because it says, "He that toucheth you toucheth me." We are the body of Christ. You touch us is like touching the Most High or touching the Most High's Son. That's what happened to us here. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations, they're going to see our dead bodies. They're going to see us go into captivity. 3 days and a half. This is a spiritual number here for our time, the time period of our most brutal slavery here. And shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. These nations weren't going to come to our aid and help us get any rest. That's what that's indicative of. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice. They're going to see us go into captivity, and they're going to rejoice and make merry, and shall send gifts to one another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwell on the earth. Now, it's talking about Moses and Elijah, but they're not, well, they could be on the scene, but it really represents the prophets in general who are Israelites. And so, how did we, the prophets, torment these other nations? By giving them their judgment, by Moses sending plagues and Elijah sending plagues, and us going to war with them and conquering them. And just us being God's chosen people makes the nations angry. For prophesying against Jonah, going to prophesy against him, us prophesying against him in every captivity, Isaiah during his time, Jeremiah during his time, Ezekiel during his time, Nia and Ezramiah during their time, right? John the Baptist and Christ himself in their time. So this is why this is why these egg rolls can make a channel and just go in on black people. Oh, she's talking bad about the white man. She has a disdain for white males. After the white male there's no better devil than a white man. Let me explain to you why. White people in general. There's no better devil than them. They can drop bombs on your whole country. If you got your own currency, they will deplete it, corrupt it from the inside, crash it, and then have you circulating the American fiat currency. And if you don't, they will drop bombs on you, sanction you, put embargoes on you, and then force this white supremacist cult known as Christianity on you, and then somehow, and even commit genocide in certain cases, and then somehow you still will fight for them. It's not just black and brown people who do this. It's other races throughout the whole earth that do this. Because the white man is that good of a devil. That good. The Bible says he created them to be the wicked.
Between two articles. Okay, so this one comes from also from Bounding in the Comics. Ava DuVernay says racism and sexism is to blame for audiences being more excited about Oppenheimer than her Isabel Wilkerson biopic Origin. Why is that, Gray? Why are people? She's blaming racism and sexism because people don't want to watch her garbage ass movie. Do you believe that to be true, or just you believe that?
This is when I came across this channel, I couldn't even believe it. When I came across this channel, I couldn't believe it, y'all. I couldn't believe it. How dare you talk to the black woman like that? How dare you talk to our so-called black women like that? Now,
So she says racism and sexism to blame for audiences being more excited about Oppenheimer than her Isabel Wickerson biopic origin. Now, I'm not sure what her movie is about, but to sit up and unless it's about now let's just look it up because maybe I got to be fair. Maybe it's about lesbianism. Maybe it's about being pro-choice. I don't know. So let me see what it's about because he could be right. So we got to be fair in our judgment unless he personally insults her. So let's see what he's saying about this movie. Isabel, then her Isabel Wickerson biopic origin. So let's look at this. Okay, if Oprah is making it, let's see. Okay, let's take a look at this. Right, biographical film was directed by rapping with tremendous personal tragedy. Hey, if y'all here, hit that like button. Let's take a look at this. I want to see what this is about. Okay, let's play it. Maybe we can play it. Let's play the trailer. Was that her kissing a white man? Fair use, fair use. This is our thoughts and comments on this content. I think that was her kissing the white man. So this Asian man might have a point right now.
Everywhere. All over the place. There's connective tissue. All of this, all of it, is linked.
Okay. Well, at first glance, oh, okay. So it's talking about global caste systems. A caste system is like social stratification, racial stratification, where you're either born poor, you're gonna stay poor. You're born mid, blue collar, you're gonna stay there. You're born rich, you're gonna stay there, right? It may seem more suited documentary featured there, yeah, with origin director has transformed into a deeply personal story into her own experiences and research. Okay, so it doesn't say much, but I did see her kissing a white man, and it's probably, I don't know, I can't speak much on it, so I'd have to watch it. Either way, I'm supposed to correct her, not you. You understand? I'm supposed to correct her. Can't no damn egg roll come in our community and correct us.
I don't know. Nolan just makes better movies.
Yeah, it almost sounds like it's a defense mechanism. Once again, using the race card as a defense for why your show is terrible.
Yep.
You guys are gonna laugh so hard in a second here. When it gets to the thing about Jay-Z, just let this play.
So she's basically saying that no one watched her stuff. It's because people want to go watch Oppenheimer. Well, bitch, I'm pretty sure people wanted to go watch Barbie.
See, this is why I'm a warrior. This is why I know I'm a warrior of God. Because I have a desire to do something. I have a desire to do something. And boy, I want the Lord to use me as his battle axe and weapons of war. Because I would never let an Asian man call our women a B word while I'm in the same room. For real. But hey, at the end of the day, this is why we have to focus on ourselves. All these other communities, they have their businesses, they have their susus, they have their hospitals, they have their schools, they have their banking, they have their own banks, they have their communities and land. We need to be about our own people and our own communities. They do not like us. And the white man will give every one of these other nations outside of us assistance and resources to thrive over us.
But where I don't see that in the fucking shit. Do you know why?
Yeah.
Oh, it's because it was directed by a woman.
Wait,
you can't
wait.
attack your own base.
When was this released? This movie of hers?
I don't know. Let me actually just live check it right now.
And when was Oppenheimer released?
Okay.
Because if it's so far apart, then her argument is even a lot weaker than she's implying.
Let's see. What's this shit called again? Isabel Wilkerson biopic. Let's see. Let's check it right now. See, it's a film, and the release date was September 6th.
Oh, very recently.
When did Oppenheimer come out? Oppenheimer came out a month ago.
Yeah, why is she blaming Oppenheimer? It's like I would somewhat get it if there were like it came out alongside Barbenheimer. But it's been over a month. Why are you blaming Oppenheimer? Wow.
Because she's a dumbass bitch, that's why.
Your mom and your grandmama is the bitch. That's very evidently clear. Yeah, but this is what you guys get. This is what we get for thinking that this is a post-racial society. This is what we get for thinking this is a post-racial society where there is equality, people like us, they feel sorry for what happened to us. No. They get to be on stolen land, the stolen land of our brothers, and the land that we built, and talk to us like this. Not only are they on stolen land and the land that we built and the land that we run, because without Latinos working every office or job description, this country wouldn't run. It wouldn't function. But again, they're protected. But tonight, I just might see one of these guys. I'm joking, man. I'm just joking. Uh, but I am waiting for one of them to say this type of stuff to a sister while I'm around.
What a stupid reason for like, oh, people don't want to watch my biopic is because of fucking racism and sexism. No. To be honest, a movie about a person that created the atomic bomb is going to be way more important about this little kid over here behind a fence. I don't know. Is this AOC? I don't fucking know. Shit, man.
So the movie about the atomic bomb is a good movie. It showed because the Bible speaks about the atomic bomb in Revelation 9 or 13. Revelation 13, yeah. The Bible speaks about the atomic bomb. But also, like I said, I can't comment on her movie because there's not a lot in the trailer and there's not a lot of articles on it. So I can't tell. It says young black kid looks into a white only pool. And now I believe she is going back into the past of her own personal experiences with racism and segregation, which to me that is a great movie because we need to be reminded. We need to be reminded and we need to know our history and our children need to know our history and how evil this man is who done this to us and then implemented systematic and institutional racism even after that, during and after. So yes, I think that's a good movie if that's what it's about. Born in 1961, looking perhaps best known for having National Black Journalist, she was the first Black journalist to win a Pulitzer Prize for individual reporting and first Black woman to win a journalism Pulitzer. Okay, 1994. All right. So only thing is damn, at the end, who is she married to? Let's see, Isabel Wilkerson's husband. There's always something under the table. Husband. Okay. So it seems that she had a black man. I think there's a white man here though. But I don't know. Maybe this is just somebody she's working with. Well, maybe in the movie she just played that.
Born in 1961, Wilkerson is perhaps best known for having been, per National Association of Black Journalists, the first Black journalist to win a Pulitzer Prize for individual reporting, the first Black woman to win journalism. Yeah, to be honest, I would say the only reason why she's pissed off is because she should have talked about someone more important. I don't know. But the reason why I'm talking about her is
So her speaking about racism post-slavery is unimportant. Of course, our plight, our condition is looked at as minimal, comical even. Yes, these are the same guys that make same race of people that go over there and do blackface. Asians, blackface. So, of course, our what we went through is looked at, of course, as minimal and comical. This is why when I say I do not like any other people, I love my people. I don't care about other people. And one day the Lord is going to come back and send his son to enslave all these other nations and let his people rule over them. That's a biblical fact. Somebody said China Mac said he is hip hop. Ain't that something? China Mac, I don't know one song or bar from China Mac. One thing I know is AD from No Jumper beat his ass. That's what I do know, that a nigga beat his ass. Like a nigga will beat pretty much any Asian's ass. That's just true in sports. Let me just, before they get mad at me, I'm talking about sports. A sport called street boxing.
someone more important. I don't know. But the reason why I'm talking about her is because there are people like her who is basically bitching and complaining and moaning about like, oh, everything is all sexism, racism now. But the thing is that we've heard about reverse racism before. You heard about people blackwashing a lot of things that came before it. And that's where we're going to jump over to this another article.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here's where he starts talking about the Book of Clarence, where it's depicting the people in Israel, the first century Jews, as so-called Negroes, in which the Talmud even says that. The Talmud in Nagaim chapter 2, verse 1, it says there wasn't one white Israelite during the time of Jesus. Even PhD scholar Dr. Michael Brown and also Dr. Henry Abramson, they say that they did not turn white until 900 AD when they got to Europe, which we reject even that. So Jay-Z's movie Book of Clarence is actually the correct depiction of the Israelites during the time of Christ. And the Talmud will substantiate that. Archaeology substantiates that, history. But more importantly, the Bible. The Bible says the Jews during the time of the first century, which is where this movie, the Book of Clarence, is based off, were called Negroes. So he's saying there's reverse racism. Black people are blackwashing people or events and stories that came before. What? First of all, that didn't even make sense. That didn't even make a lick of sense.
Or you heard about people blackwashing a lot of things that came before it. And that's where we're going to jump over to this another article from back.
Oh, just in case we have any new, I have to, because this was a dead channel. We got to bring it back. There might be some newcomers here. If you're new to this channel and you never seen me or heard me before, put a 1 in the chat. If you are new to this channel and you never seen me or heard of me before, put a 1 in the chat. Now I want to show you that he's mad, but the Bible says we were called the same N-word that he calls us on his spare time. This Asian man calls us that same N-word. Well, we were being called that during the time of Christ. This is Acts chapter 13, verse 1. Now there was in the church that was at Antioch certain prophets and teachers as Barnabas and Simeon that was called the N-word, nigger. Now some people say, nice year, nice year. That's not how it's pronounced. Let's go to the linguists. Let's go to the linguistics, right? I have to do this for those who may be new or who may come after this live who never heard of this. Let's take a listen.
Strong's G 3526. Niger. Niger.
See that? So if somebody calls you nigger or nigger, you're going to, like somebody said in the earlier in the chat, immediately teeth swallowed. So let's go back here.
In the comics, Blasphemous, the Book of Clarence film, backed by rapper Jay-Z, pushes Black Hebrew Israelites propaganda with race-swapped Jerusalem.
So he has a problem with the Hebrew Israelites, I'm sure. And they're calling us Black Hebrew Israelites. We are just Hebrew Israelites. But it's good, though. We want to be associated with Jay-Z's film. That's huge. Yes, people, start looking into it. Start doing your research. Study the information. Fact check us with the Bible. Look at our archaeology. Look at the debates. The Orthodox, some of the biggest Orthodox Jews and even Messianic Jews say that a large number of us are in fact Israelites. But they themselves are just converts, not bloodline. Right? So let's keep going.
Oh, they actually did it.
They actually fucking did it, man. When you said that earlier,
Did you hear how angry and disgusting they are? They actually did it, man. They actually made Jewish people black. They effing did it, man. This is the hate. What is that? Matthew 20. Matthew 24 and 9. Then they shall deliver you to be afflicted and kill you, and you shall be hated of all nations. Hated of all nations for my name's sake. Now, let me tell you how cold this is. This is such a cut because those small hats who give oral circumcisions, they're not, people don't dislike them for the sake of Jesus Christ because only 8% of them believe in Jesus Christ. You understand what I'm saying? So this can't be talking about them. We actually believe in the Messiah. We believe in the Messiah. We are the body of the Messiah. Right? Let's continue.
here, I'm pretty sure they're going to race swap Jesus Christ.
So he's saying we're race swapping. It's crazy because we got race swapped. They stole our identity. And the Bible said that they would. Let's show you race swapping in the Bible. Sarai, your bar came. In Revelation 2 and 9, it's heavy. You can't touch it. Revelation 2 and 9. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. That's the Bible prophesying about race swapping, not just race swapping, the Israelites being race swapped, leaving brown and coming back white, leaving with melanin and coming back pasty, leaving with melanin and coming back albino. Albinism.
Let me see if they have a.
So he said they're probably going to make Jesus black. We're going to get that in the Bible where he is, so-called black man.
A screenshot that I saw earlier today. I forgot where it was, but there was a shot of them meeting with Jesus, and Jesus is in a cloak. You can't see his face or anything like that, but you see his hands, and his hands were black.
Oh my God. Oh man, I gotta redo this. Once they give me my main channel back, I have to redo this so 60,000 people can see this on my main channel. He said, I seen a screenshot where they showed Jesus and his hands were black. Ew. How disgusting. Ugh. Ugh. That's what he's saying.
God, but you see his hand, Jesus. And Jesus is in a cloak. You can't see his face or anything like that, but you see his hands, and his hands were black. Oh, there it is.
Oh my God. His hands were black.
How do you feel about this, man?
I don't know. It's like there's nothing they wouldn't touch.
It's just crazy to me. These egg rolls, they really, because I believe the one on the bottom is Catholic. I don't know about the guy on the top, but they really are. These other nations are so in love with the white man and the white race, even after he blew your guys' silly ass lips off with Hiroshima and Nagasaki, right? Kids still over there with blown off ears passing down radiation to their generations. And they really think that the Jews are blue eyes with blonde hair, man. That Jesus was blue-eyed, blonde hair. When the Bible says the complete and polar opposite.
For all we know, it's like they're gonna make a Bible where all the good guys are black, and then all the evil guys are white.
He said they're gonna make a Bible where all the good guys are black and all the hey, hold on here, man. God damn it. Guess what? We don't have to make a Bible doing that because that's already in the Bible. Where all the good guys, I'm not gonna say black, but people of color. Not Arab, I mean rich in melanin, different shades of very dark brown to light brown. Some Negro features, some not. That's the 12 tribes. We don't have to make a Bible depicting that because it's already in there. We don't have to rewrite the Bible. Let's prove that real quick. So, who would you say is good? Would you say who would you say the good guys are? Who was the good guy? Abraham? Abraham came from where? The Chaldees? Some would say, oh, the Chaldees. He came from Ur. Those would be people of color, the original Babylonians, the original Iraqians, people of color, Shemitic. We went into Egypt, Hamites. There were some mixing with them, people of color. Canaanites, Hamites, we mixed with them, people of color. Depicted on the hieroglyphs, us, people of color. The Nazarites, those have to be the good guys. The Nazarites, to be a Nazarite, you have to be pure. You have to consecrate yourself to the Most High God, and they say that they are black. And of course, nobody's black this color, but a dark people. Let's take a look at this, right? The good guys. Let's take a look at the good guys, because he said the good guys, we're gonna make the good guys black and the bad guys white. So in Lamentations 4, verse 8, her Nazarites were purer than snow, purer than snow. So it's dealing with purity. Purity doesn't have a color. So it's not talking about physically, it's just analogous or metaphorical. Purer than snow, whiter because white represents righteousness, whiter than milk. They were more ruddy in body than rubies. They were in shape, cut like gems. Their polishing was of sapphire. Their visage, now this is getting to how they looked. Their visage blacker than a coal, very dark. So yes, I could go all through the Bible and show color. That's very easy. And like I said, many prominent PhD scholars would agree with us and have agreed with us. And then he said, "Oh, well, let's make the bad guys white." Well, Genesis 25 and 25. Who's the evilest bad guy of the Bible? The Edomites. And they're not actually white. Even Caucasians today are not white. That's a colloquial general term. They're more reddish or pinkish in pigment. This is why Genesis 25 and 25 says, "And the first came out red, all over like a hairy garment, and they call his name Esau." Now the baby was not hairy. Babies don't come out looking like hairballs. It's likening his color as to a hairy garment of that time. And the hairy garments that time were ram skin dyed red. Ram skin dyed red. Right here. So this is the color that you get when you see a white man in general, where you see him sunburnt, where you see him bashful, where you see him embarrassed, where you see him frustrated, angry. You're going to get this color. Sometimes even this color. If you guys follow me on Instagram, uh, I was in Chipotle and I've seen a white woman this same color, her cheeks at least are that same color, right? So let's go back here.
they're gonna make a Bible where all the good guys are black, and then all the evil guys.
Oh, and let's just prove that the Edomites are the bad guys, God's worst enemy. Psalms 83. There was none worse than him. Psalms 83. Psalms 83, we read verse 2. For lo, thy enemies make a tumult. So God has enemies, and he's going to name them in verse 6. The very first one, the tabernacles of Edom. They are the most wicked. What does Malachi say? Malachi says that they are the border of wickedness. Malachi 1 and 4. Whereas Edom says, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness. It doesn't get any more wicked than Esau. And the Edomites, who today, according to history, archaeology, and prophecy, will be the Caucasians. What does Hebrews say? What does the New Testament say about the bad guys? Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau. This is why also in the New Testament, God reiterates in Romans 9 and 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. So yes, we don't have to rewrite the Bible and say the bad guys are the white guys and the good guys are the black guys, because it's already there in the text. Continuing.
Are white.
Yeah, Satan is basically an orange man with very nice hair that talks like this. Is the best. Is the best.
What? Well, the Revelation 2 and 10 tells you that the white man is the devil.
Like the best food, McDonald's. Oh shit! I can see it, man. I can see it.
Yeah.
Oh shit, man. It's just reverse racism is just racism. Exactly. Sorry. If I misquoted, sorry. But yeah, it's already happening. Let's read this. Jay-Z is never beating the Illuminati allegations, especially after teaming up with the Harder They Fall director James Samuel for the project that is every bit as racially divisive as it is blasphemous.
Now, I did a whole video on this, breaking down the whole movie. Go watch that on my Deacon Destruction Mode YouTube channel. That's probably over 20,000. Did it a couple weeks ago. Really ran into what the movie is going into. It's going into two biblical accounts. So you want to go watch that.
A film that would have been called racist if it was written by a white guy presents the character of Clarence as a...
He said the film would have been racist if it was written by a white guy. What? I don't know what article he's reading though, so it's not him saying it.
Drug dealer who uses the popularity of Jesus Christ in what seems to be a desperate, dubious attempt to make some easy money. Well, might as well just become a pimp, right? I'm pretty sure Mary Magdalene is black, right? I'm pretty sure she is. That's Cleopatra. That's not Mary Magdalene. But yeah, I would say every cool person that's in the Bible, they already tried doing this, right? Yes, we know that Jesus Christ is not Ewan McGregor. We know that, right? We know that he's not Obi-Wan Kenobi, but we know that he's not supposed to be as white as he is depicted in, books.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you're saying he's not supposed to be as white as we see him here, let's just type in Jesus. Right? I love when people say this. I love when people say, oh, he's not supposed to be this white, right? But then I say, okay, boom, right? Then I say, okay, so who the hell Jews in Israel? So this is such a trick bag question. All right, boom. We got this, right? And then we got this. What the hell is different? What is different? What is different? Huh? Not a goddamn thing. So if you guys are gonna say this is not the accurate depiction, then this cannot be the accurate depiction. Somebody got some explaining to do. If we can get them to concede, now their best argument, because I'm never one to set you guys up for failure, just in case you get into a battle of theology here. To be fair, they could say, well, he was brown during the first century. The Jews were brown during the first century. But see, only PhD scholars would say this because they know they'll get swept up if they don't. But even their counter argument will get rebutted and refuted easily. But their best rebuttal will be to say, yeah, he was brown during the first century, but then they got kicked out of Israel. About 8 of them moved to the Rhinelands of Germany and Europe, and they started marrying white women, and they just only married white women from then on. It's called endogamy. Yes, they've went as far as to say that with zero proof, just asserting and opinionated, right? So let's see what these guys say.
Supposed to be as white as he is depicted in, books or TV. He's a little darker. I do get it. He's from that location, so it makes sense. Yeah, but
and these guys are in that location. See, people are so very, very, very sophistication when they say he wasn't white. Look at where he was at. Nigga, there's white people in South Africa. A lot. And then you have Ashkenazi Jews who are Caucasians. They're in the land of Israel. By and large, the biggest population of Jews in Israel are the Ashkenazim.
pretty sure he's not black. But there are people who are saying that, oh, let's make him black. Do you know why? Because let's say like my son ends up watching this movie and he
watch this. Watch how racist this is. But first, egg roll, I gotta show you. The Bible depicts him how Jay-Z's film depicts him. Revelation 1 and 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ. This is the revealing of Jesus Christ. Verse 13. In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like the Son of Man. Nobody would disagree that this is the Messiah. Clothed with the garment down to the foot, with the golden girdle. His head. So the hair on his head and his hairs and his beard were white like wool. So his hair texture is that of what you would call so-called Negroid. How do we know this is talking about texture and not color? I'll explain. As white as snow. So you have texture and color. How do we know? Because wool is not the same color. It's snow. So one is texture and one is color. And his eyes were as a flame of fire. Because he's coming back to destroy, like Deacon destruction mode. And his feet, like unto fine brass. So we know your feet match the same color as the rest of your body, egg roll. So it says, as if they burned in a furnace. Yes, his people, his people were depicted as people of color, so-called Negro, Southern Kingdom. And then we have the Northern Kingdom. That would be today the Latinos and Native Americans, according to history, archaeology, and prophecy. So yes, but watch this racist. These nations, and this is why I say Christianity is so bad for our people, because they don't want us to have any racial empowerment or ethnic pride. That's why they say, no, it don't matter who you are. It doesn't matter who you are. Forget your nationality and identity. It was beaten out of you. Your identity is in Christ. But the Filipinos, Koreans, Ethiopians, everybody else gets to have, Samoans gets to have their flag in front of their Christian church and represent their ethnicity along with their religion.
Oh, Jesus is black. It's to brainwash the up and coming generations.
Wow. Depicting a black Jesus is to brainwash up and coming generations, to make it seem like black people have some type of nobility. We should not dare make a black person a king in a movie. We should not dare make the black person of royalty and nobility in a movie or a book or a cartoon, because that is a blasphemy, and that is going to brainwash the kids to make it seem like you guys are anything else than goddamn slaves. I mean, I see it and Ben saw it. I see it, Ben saw it. The Bible talks about it. History proves it. My experience helps me to understand it. You guys know it. Let's just pray for the dumb of our people, that they wake up and see what's going on, that these nations are confederate against us. And they have one consent, and that's to cut us off from being a nation and to hide the fact that we are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. God's chosen people.
And we've been saying this about Marvel, Disney, Star Wars, every woke content that's coming out, making sure that Little Mermaid's black, making sure that Snow White is Mexican.
So, I mean, we should just keep them white. You don't even want them Asian. Well, you know, for algorithm purposes, I'm not even going to say it. But damn, you don't even want them to be Korean? Just keep them white. Leave them white. Oh my God. Keep them white. Leave them white. Frozen, all that, just leave them white. Never make them of any, don't ever make them any other race or color, so that your kids can grow up, you know, Asian kids can grow up believing that the white race is the golden standard of the earth.
Right? It's to change up stuff for the upcoming generation. Is to brainwash them or change things up for modern audiences. Right? But from a person who is who's more into the religious sphere, to being a Catholic, how do you feel about them doing this with potentially religious stuff?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that or maybe the Vatican reacted to, or a lot of religious sect groups reacted to this. But if this was in the Philippines, they would attack it incredibly viciously.
So you see, he's Filipino, and he said that if this was in the Philippines, they would attack it incredibly viciously. And Filipinos don't like you niggas. Filipinos don't. F with the niggas, the niggas. Filipinos don't mess with the niggas. He said the Vatican should respond to this. let me show you guys, man. There's something called an incest baby. And this is where you get Moab and Ammon. They're incest babies. So when you look at incest babies, right? Watch this. Incest baby. Incest baby. Oh my God. So let's take a look at him and then him. You can't tell me that's not a stark resemblance. Right here, even both, right? Stark resemblance. All right, now look, we got to be careful, but you cannot tell me, my nigga, that this don't look like bro that be down there at the wok. You can't tell me that this don't look like bro that be stirring the wok pan, right? I gotta be careful. But this look like bro that be stirring that wok pan. The Most High, man, the Most High God is a living man, and his Bible is real. He said that there will be a race of people that will come out looking like that for what they did.
Like to the point like you're a person non grata or stuff like that. But
Oh, he said the Vatican should respond. And this is why I say that a lot of people are not smart or biblically sophisticated, right? Vatican kissing Black Jesus. Look at this. Pope Francis prays to Black Madonna. And they just said, these clowns just said, oh, they're going to try to make Madonna black. Look at this, man. Pope kissing necklace of Black Madonna and baby Jesus. So if you want the Vatican and the Pope to respond, they know the truth. Well, here these guys will get ate up in a discussion.
yeah, it's if they keep pushing and if the Vatican steps in, I don't know. I like to think the Vatican is a rival compared to BlackRock and Vanguard in terms of resources. So yeah, if they mess up to that point, I think they're gonna get silenced eventually, one way or another. That's because like the Vatican is extremely powerful. A lot of people are backing them.
You can guarantee you the way he's talking about the Vatican, you can guarantee that he was played with. He was touched. He was touched and played with emotionally by one of his priests. He was touched, and he was touched the wrong way. He was rubbed the wrong way, and he was played with the wrong way by one of his priests. You get what I'm saying? Read between the lines. He was stroked the wrong way by his priests, emotionally. right?
That organization up. So yeah, keep violating religious beliefs until you get pushed back.
So he's saying we're violating it's violating religious beliefs. So when cartoons paint Egyptians as white, that's not violating religious. Oh, he's saying from a religious perspective. Uh, so if they just made a movie about the land of Israel and made a cartoon, so if they made a cartoon of King David slaying Goliath and it was black, is that violating religious beliefs? Because that's just a story. He's saying it is violating religious beliefs to think that the Jews were black.
That's perfectly fine with me.
And have you noticed that they only dunk on like Jesus Christ, like Catholics and Christians? Have you noticed that? They don't do it for any other religion. Maybe a little bit Jewish, but
Yeah.
They only dunk on Catholics and Christians. Maybe a little Jewish. Jesus is a Jew. This movie is about the Jews, not Christianity and Catholicism.
mostly it's because they just fucking 80% of the world, I believe, or like at least the most popular religion in the world is Christianity, right? And Catholicism is not, it doesn't stray too far. It just believes in more deities and more gods and more angels or whatever, right? So but the thing is, they don't dunk on anything else is because they know that if they dunk on other stuff, they'll get hit, right? If you dunk on, especially Jewish, like you'll be considered anti-Semites, right? But whenever you dunk on Jesus Christ,
does he not know this isn't just about Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ is a Jew. It's depicting his 12 disciples and the whole everybody who was there during that time in Jerusalem as being so-called Negro. So yes, this would be what you call dunking on the small hats.
you dunk on like anything that has to do with like Christianity, Judeo-Christian values. It's okay for them, is because they think that they're the bad guys, right? And and Alan Boss says, were we just talking about Gal Gadot, who's Israeli? Yeah. If this is correct, they should all look like Gal Gadot, like the skin. It's like a caramel brown or like a what's it called again? A very nice hazel color skin.
You hear how much he worships the small hats. It's a very nice hazel skin. Okay, so let's see. Let's pull up who he's talking about.
They should all look like Gal Gadot, like the skin. It's like a
Who the hell is Gal Gadot? I don't give a damn.
Caramel brown or like a what's it called again? A very nice hazel color skin. But
well fine. What color is hazel? What color is hazel? This guy is hazel. Okay, so if this color is hazel skin. Yeah, look up hazel eyes, like okay, this is ridiculous. Hazel as a color. I'm so sick of seeing this white bitch's eyes, man. Is hazel brown? All right, look, I'm tired of seeing this hoe's eyes, man. Everybody knows Hazel's brown. Google playing dumb, right? Everybody knows Hazel's brown. So he's saying everybody should be brown then in the movie. Damn it, everybody is brown in the movie. Then I'm going to ask him again then. If everybody should look hazel, according to him, if everybody should look hazel, then who in the flying saucer is this guy? Who's this nigga? If everybody should look hazel. It's Lord in Christ. Yeah, this is not hazel, my man. Somebody got the hazel color code. Okay. AE 7250. He went and got the damn color code, brother. AE 50. Okay, cool. We'll take it. I mean, I don't know if that's it, but wait, this is it right here? Okay. Either way, hella niggas in that movie looking like this color right here. For real. Somebody says Gal Gadot. Gal Gadot isn't hazel either. Let's take a look at Gal Gadot. These egg rolls is crazy. Okay, Gal Gadot. Yeah, come on, bro. Look at this. Stop playing, bro. This is a white woman. Come on, my nigga. This is a white woman, man. What are you talking about? Really nice skin. Like, this is a white woman, bro. Caucasian. I'm hazel. Cocoa complected.
I don't know. Like everything is basically black now. Let's go ahead and continue this. In the film, Clarence becomes a counterfeit of Jesus Christ and begins to imitate Christ's preaching, fake his miracles, and even go as far as to claim, "I am your new Messiah," to his growing numbers of followers. The character mockingly declares that knowledge is stronger than belief, and an anti-biblical declaration against good news of the Bible, which states that in John 3:16, "For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believed in him should not perish, but..."
He can't read because he can't see.
"Have everlasting life." Wow, this is like actual blasphemous. This is like sacrilege. Like, holy shit, man. And do you know why they will not get any backlash? Because of their skin color. In my opinion, I think that's going to be it. Because if you would say anything against that, you're a racist. And then that's the N-word to white people. Being called a racist to a lot of these normie house Karens, white people, being called the racist word is literally like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, right? And that's why even during 2020, during the riots and stuff like that, there are these crazy white people that are literally kissing BLM's feet for that, right? Because they want to make sure that they're, not being called racist because they're so fucking afraid. Who gives a shit, man?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, am I wrong?
He wants to. This is right here is just. This is his Disney version of how he really how racist he really is. Like, you can tell how he is right now. This is his Disney's version, his Nickelodeon version of how racist he really is. When the mic's off, he takes it to the most rated you could ever go in a movie. But I'm not upset about it. I know who the devil is, and I know all nations hate us because they ain't us.
Here for just bitching. Am I completely
No.
off base?
It's fine. It's fine. But yeah, so I'm actually more surprised that the Vatican is not reacting to this, or maybe they are.
He keep bringing up the Vatican, man. I'm telling you, that priest played with him.
I'm just not aware. But I would expect the church to have more hostile reaction to this. But I don't know. But if it becomes big enough, I suppose that's the time they will. But yeah, it's like nothing is sacred anymore. Well, we've been talking about this for the longest time. Nothing, they'll touch anything that they can blackenize. it
Anything that they can blackenize. And guess what? If I was to do a YouTube on this, if I was to talk like this on YouTube, I already been canceled before. Had to restart from scratch. Canceled right now from my main channel. But let me just be laughing like that, man. About the racial slurs and epithets.
they'll make anything white or any other bright skin color. They're willing to blackenize it. I'll just call it that. Yeah. I know. Yeah, they'll just keep pushing and pushing, I suppose, as long as they have that ESG money.
Yeah. Let's see. The film was also portrayed by John the Baptist, and Mary Magdalene is lightly race swapped roles. At one point, David Oyelowo's character, who is believed to be John the Baptist, viciously slaps Clarence and calls him a blasphemous swine. Despite numerous aspects of the story being blatant mockery of the Bible teaches, Jay-Z wants people to know right away that despite its biblical undertones, it's not a faith-based movie. Really now? Is it a comedy? Well, it's about this story is about a young man who finds his faith through love and through wanting to become somebody in the world.
If you're new to this channel, I said it earlier, every nation of people, every ethnic group goes back to the Bible. The Bible has listed the table of nations, and the Asian community or ethnicity, they go back to Moabites and Ammonites, Moab and Ammon. Moab and Ammon were incest babies or Down syndrome babies, which is why you see the stark resemblance. You understand? So I'm giving you guys some biblical historicity here.
Which is the story of everybody.
And when you read Psalms 83, the Moabites, the Ammonites, those are some of God's worst enemies. So of course they would hate God's chosen people.
Explain everyone wants to find love and everyone wants to leave this place having accomplished something, having left their mark, that they've been here and hopefully affected the world in a positive way. I don't think this is a good way to do it, though.
Yeah.
Right. Like someone said in the chat, imagine if they can't portray Muhammad is because, Muhammad the prophet cannot be seen. But
people can. What do you mean the prophet Muhammad can? Did he live? Let's take a look. Prophet Muhammad, right? Let's just go to images. So there is some imagery of Muhammad, and the Hadith talks about Muhammad as being white. Newsflash for you black Muslims.
Let's say if they wrote in the script that he was a white man.
They did, clown.
Or he was a Chinese man. Yeah, it would have been fucking crazy. We would probably get death threats all over the place. Right? But it's okay for them to bash Christianity is because they've been doing it for such a long time. Let's see. A character who wishes to just be like God amongst the man is the same motivation that Lucifer,
They're bashing Christianity by making Jesus black.
a Satan, held the rebellion against God in heaven. Isaiah 14:12-15 shows how Satan wanted to sit on the throne of God, the Father, but after failed the rebellion depicted in Revelation 12:4, he was thrown out of heaven and cast down to hell with his followers. Let's see, Jay-Z, who has been the subject of theories claiming that the rapper is a member of the secret societies of elites, founded a religious leader, Clarence Edward Smith, who view themselves as gods, recently opened the Book of HOV exhibit in Brooklyn, New York, as a celebration of his life. Wow. Well, he really actually believes this. Well, to be honest, you can believe whatever you believe, whether to be.
Now, Jay-Z is the devil. Let me not stray or shy away from that. Jay-Z is the devil. But is the Most High using him to put out some good imagery, some accurate imagery of what the Israelites would have looked like during the time of Christ? Absolutely.
True or false, as long as you're not hurting anyone. But the fact that you're sort of talking shit about a specific religion, it's never a good way, man. You're gonna have a holy war. And here's basically the sweater. The obsession with portraying ancient Jews and Egyptians as black has led to a number of controversies in the last couple of years and has gotten so bad as the country of Egypt had to publicly rebuke Hollywood for its incorrect portrayal of the nation.
So yes, Egyptians are mad that Hollywood portrays the ancient Egyptians as so-called black skin, very dark. Well, that's on the hieroglyphs. And the Egyptians are Arabs. That's Ham's land. And those Egyptians over there are mostly Muslims, so they believe in the Old Testament. The Bible says that Ham's, now those Arabs over there, they know they come from Shem, they come from Ishmael, Abraham's son Ishmael. But they're in the land that's the land of Ham. That's supposed to be Ham's land. What does the word Kemet mean? Black land. So it don't make no sense. Let's prove that Egypt is the land of Ham. And they soldier. Is that Psalms 105? Psalms 105. And 23. And Israel also came into Egypt, and Jacob sojourned in the land of Ham. The Bible tells you that Egypt is the land of Ham. So you guys are there in Egypt, but you're saying you're not Hamites. And who the hell are you? You're going to say you're a Shemite from Abraham's Ishmael. Then what are you doing there? You're cut. There's so many people who are in certain lands that is not theirs and claiming identities that is not theirs, not just the small hats. The Palestinians are doing it too. They're Arabs. The Palestinians are Hamites. The Greeks, the original Greeks are Japhites, Polynesians, Etruscans, Minoans, and melanated people. But who are the Greeks there now? Caucasian.
Fairly lengthy statement that published to their official Facebook page, Egypt's Ministry of Tourism and Archaeology explained back in April 27th that the appearance of the heroine in this body of, is a falsification of Egyptian history and is a blatant historical misconception, which is talking about Cleopatra. especially because the film is classified as a documentary and not a drama, a classification which requires the owners of the industry to investigate accuracy and refer to the historical and scientific facts in order to ensure that the history and civilizations of peoples have not been falsified, they added. As Hollywood is known for being a birthplace of cultural immortality, it would be foolish to believe that they would have good intentions with their upcoming film about the times of Jesus Christ. Yeah, this is a pretty yikers moment. This is pretty bad, man. But
pretty bad. Watch this, y'all.
Yeah, like you said, man, they're gonna make Jesus black. You got it. You said it as a joke.
Yeah,
and they just did it. Yeah, but how do you feel overall about this?
Yeah, not surprising anymore. Like they would stoop lower and lower. Then yeah, and they're beginning to expand their horizons with video games. So yeah, it's only gonna get worse from there. But yeah, hopefully they start running out of money. But I don't know. It's like this. I know Disney is, but there's still there are other organizations still gonna push for it. But yeah, we can only hope and push back against these, and actually give credit to really good entertainment and actual accurate historical moments and documentaries that actually tell the story as it is, not this changing it and these woke propaganda.
Yep. But remember I told you that there's a scene. This is what I'm talking about. See his hands? He's completely black. You can't see his face, but you see his hands?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's black.
Yep. There it is. Just for context, so people know that I'm not bullshitting. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Thanks.
Yeah, there you guys have it. My camera dropped. Yeah, so if you're just now tuning in, Deconstruction Mode has been banned on YouTube for about a week. So we will be here on Sakari Switchblades. Let everybody know, like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Leave a comment as well. Let me know how you feel without the racial slurs, because remember, they can say it, but we can't. Let's end this by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh. We do so by Shema Mashiach Yahushua. Until next time, y'all, Shalom.